Welcome to Relax and Paint. I'm Donna Dewberry, the original creator of the folk art one-stroke painting technique. And today I'm going to work on something that would be peaceful and relaxing, and that's a canvas with an ocean scene. But the sky is what's amazing, and I'm so thrilled that you're on with me. If you haven't subscribed and you ever wanted to learn how to paint, one-stroke painting makes it very quick and easy to blend, shade, and highlight in one stroke, and anybody can do it. I raised my 7 children and taught myself how to paint at my dining room table. And today I'm sharing with thousands, hundreds of thousands of people around the world how they can paint right at home, just like I did. And I have the Relax and Paint each week right here free on YouTube. And I also have practice strokes. If you've never painted before, or you've never done one stroke and you want to know how to use the palette and how to use what brushes to use and how to load those and how to get a great loaded brush to do one stroke painting, then try out those practice strokes tutorials. And a new one comes out every Friday. So you might want to go to the beginning. People say they binge on those practice strokes because they give you homework to do during the week to practice. And so check it out if you would. Subscribe if you haven't, and ring the bell so it tells you when I have something new coming up. So you can join me if you want to. All right, we're using multi-surface, folk art multi-surface paint today. And it literally goes indoor, outdoor, glass, metal, ceramic. It is canvas wood, and it has a sealer in it. So it's wonderful. So you don't have to have a bunch of different paints. And then I use floating medium instead of water. And so I wanted to share that with you. And so let's get started. All right. So we're going to go to the overhead camera. Okay, now that we've got our screen ready, we're ready to start. Let's pick up some of the paint that I put on my plate. All right, I've got Prussian blue, which is a dark navy blue, a little bit of licorice. This is Cayman blue, which is kind of bright and pretty. And then we have some wicker white. This is a little bit of linen and Pueblo, and there's the floating medium. All right, so I wanted to grab one more color before we get started, and it's a blue peacock. So if you have that, you can use, well, sorry, if you have blue peacock, you can use that instead of the Prussian if you want to. So I know some of you have these colors and you know already what we're talking about. And I'm going to just get started with what we've got. So we're going to put water, a little bit of water on my fingers, and put it on this sponge. This is one of my painter sponges. You get 2 in a set when you use these. All right, so the first thing I wanted to do is pick up some white, some medium, and some Cayman blue. All right, so I'm going to come across here, and we're going like this, like rays of sun, okay, with the sponge, and it's getting blending, shading, highlighting as we're going. Can you see that? We have other colors we're going to bring into here later. But we've got this white, already white canvas. You can base coat it white or just start fresh from there. Now see how this is coming in? All right. So one thing that happens is across here, all the way down to about right here, which is 5 fingers up. Can you see that? Right from there. I'm going to come, and it's good to go like this straight down because then you don't have a curve in it. All right, so I'm going to go across here. I'm going to put some more medium so I can work this in. Okay, there we go. All right, then I'm going to get some of this Prussian blue. All right, I'm still going to go up because I want y'all to see the whole thing. There we are. Oops, right there. So I'm getting a little bit of Prussian blue. We're going straight across now. Right. Now I can put a little bit of Cayman and Prussian together to get a pretty color in the ocean. And just remember, you want to do the edges too, but I don't want to put my hands in it. So right now we're just going to go on the face of this, okay? Now we're gonna have some land in here a little bit, but I just want you to see that we're gonna take paint in here. I'm going to fold this in half and put it in the water and your brush cubby for right now. And then what I want to do is I want to take my 3/4 inch flat brush, dampen it, lay it on the paper towel. All right. And what I want to see in here are some other colors that we haven't seen yet. So I'm going to come in here with a floating medium and some linen, and I'm going to go back and forth. Now you really need this floating medium so that this will work for you. Now I can pick up a little bit of white too as I'm doing this. Can you see that? All right, little bits of white. And a little bit of that linen as we go. So that's like the sun ray, which is going to be underneath all this blue and under some clouds we're going to put up here. So now watch this. I'm going to come into the linen with a little bit of Pueblo, rub that in, some medium. Okay, I still need that linen because that's a little too harsh. Okay, and then we're going to come across here with a little bit. Of Pueblo. Okay, see, I'm going to flatten the brush. So let's get a little bit of medium, a little bit more Pueblo. Oh, let's smooth this out, okay? There's going to be a cloud up there, so I'm not worried about that. Okay, so let's grab some linen with white. There. So see that? This is still with a 3/4. Let's see, we got a nice glow. Let's bring a little bit of the glow in here. A little bit of hazy. All right, so see, that's going to give you a brilliant sky. And I'm going to come back with some white and the Cayman blue. We're going to rub this into the tan colors, all right? So let's get some more Cayman blue. Okay. And I am going to get a little bit right in here of these lighter colors. See, right down here by the water. And this kind of peaceful. That's when I say relax and paint. We're quiet. We're just creating together. We're going to come in here and put a little bit of color in here. All right. Now, what I'm going to bring in here is we're bringing some medium with some blue, and all in here, I'm going to bring a little bit more of this blue along here. This is the Prussian blue. See, it's light right there, but right up here, it's going to have a cloud. So I just want this dark underneath. All right. So that's where we're going to start from. And then I'm going to go right down here with a little bit of land. Okay. So see, that's way in the distance. You can make it a little foggy. Foggy, is that a word? And then darker over here. A little bit higher. All right. So I do want to get just a little bit of licorice, okay? I came over here and just got a little bit of licorice. All right, so we're going to come right along here. right? We just take a little teeny bit of licorice across there. We wash it off. All right, so first thing I want to do, I could take a smaller brush. Let's take a 16. And what I want to do is get a little bit of medium and then side stroke a little teeny bit of white. And we just want little bits of white. So can you see that on there? All right, so I want to come in here in this floating medium of blues there, right? So can you see as I'm coming to the side with those clouds? Let's pick up some more white. Tap, tap, tap the corner. A little bit more in here. All right, so we're going to come. All right, so how cool does that look? And all that was we side loaded a floating medium and a little bit of white, and then we tapped along here. All right, so one more thing we have to do with the bigger brush is we're going to take medium and grab some of this Prussian blue. Okay, so it's going to come way up here first, and I'm going to push down and pull this all up. Let's bring a little bit of that blue with me. All right, and then we have the same blue down here. So it comes right above this. All right, so then we're going to put a little bit more there. I'm hoping you guys are enjoying this and seeing that this is not difficult, and it can get, so far that doesn't look like much, but when we have, I'm going to come a little bit more, wipe that off, put a little bit more Cayman in here. So let's grab some white with that. A little bit more white. Okay. Now, what's going to happen now with that blue? We're going to take the 16 flat again. All right. And we're going to come, if you don't have the 16 flat, use a 12. Okay. So we're going to pick up medium, grab a little bit of white. All right. And we're going to start right in here. So we come right on here. We're going to grab, oh no, I just grabbed Russian blue and I want white. Okay, so we're going to grab white. Okay. All right. So I can come in here with a little bit of blue. and not have a hard line there. Okay. So when we come in here, we just get little bits of clouds. Okay, we're making circles. Anyway, it's just a fun little cloud coming up there from below. And then same thing here, you can take a little bit along there. All right. So we're going to come up a little bit in here. Okay. So now we're just going to put a little teeny bit see how we're making circles. So it just has a cloud, but it's just kind of fluffy. So that's just a flat brush doing that. We can also come in here with our scruffy brush and we can tap this so it's not so harsh. There we go. See how that white just pulls into there? It makes just a really amazing like cloud formation up there. Just like real dramatic, right? Okay, so now we're going to put a lot of white up here. We're going to put a few birds up here. If you wait, we'll put some birds. So smooth this all out. There we go. All right. So that's pretty dramatic, but we're gonna start with our next step. Okay, so now what we're gonna do on this border down here before we do our birds is that we're gonna take this fan brush and I'm gonna take medium and grab some white. We're gonna wipe that back and forth. Teeny bit of medium, not water. And so I'm going to try it a couple of ways. Let's see if it works this way. Or let's see if it works better this way. Probably this way. All right, so we're going back and forth. It's just got a teeny bit of medium. A little bits that come over here. All right. So a little teeny bit of medium so I can make it go a little bit more. All right. So I had a little bits of white up here. All right. A little bit of white glow in here. A little bit more white in here. Right, and little teeny bits of glistening right along here. All right, so what it is that big underneath all that is this white glow. All right, and then we're going to take a little bit of this blue with Cayman blue, and we're just going to go back and forth a little bit like this and see what we can get here. Okay, this little bit. Oh, that looks better. All right, so now we're going to need the colors for our bird. Okay, so let's pick up not a one script liner, let's put the scruffy in the water. We're gonna do a one script liner instead of a two script liner. The two script liner has a lot thinner, but this one script liner has got more control when you're doing something really little. So I'm gonna put white and roll it just so it's on the tip of this brush and it's not inky. All right, so what I'm gonna do is we have a little teeny bird. Okay, little. All right, and so in here, I have it coming up like this. All right, with its wings going up. And then right in here, I had another W. I mean, M. What am I saying, W? Looks like an M. So some of those look like they'll be a little bit closer. And then I put a little one here. So this one could have its wings going up more. Okay. And then way up here, I think this would kind of make it. It's got a larger one here. All right, and we can do his body. All right, so then I have to take a teeny bit of licorice. Now, what makes these look really good is you put a little bit there on the tail and the wing. All right, so see, just a little bit. Isn't that crazy how it looks good? All right, so here we're going to put a little bit of black licorice right on the tips of all the wings, a little bit on the tail, a teeny little beak, wings, beak, tail. See, just that black, isn't that crazy how that black makes it look like a bird? All right. I'm thrilled. This one you don't see a whole bunch, but I just thought this would be a real dreamy looking. You can come in here if you didn't feel comfortable with those strokes with your flat brush, you can get a medium scruffy, okay, or a big scruffy, and you can make little fluffs and then tap it out so it's real smooth. Well, I do this with waves, the foam on waves also. Okay. So the top of each cloud is strong, and then these bottom ones, you let them feather out to be nothing. Okay. See how you just get that fluffy look? Heavier at top. Just let it make circles so it can just work it in. There you go. All right, see the distance? Well, thank you so much for being on. Make sure you check out my membership because I teach you everything you can imagine that you can do. Watercolor looks and oil looks and all kinds of fun, easy to paint, but enjoyable, easy to sell. We're looking for teachers, people who want to learn my technique really good and become teachers. So many people are really wanting to learn how to paint so they can make an extra income or help save money. Think about all the avenues that you can do if you can paint something really quick. And kids love this painting. All right, hope you enjoy it. See you next time. And there's a landscape with one stroke.